you had an acute fear of flying, didn't you? This was major. You went to Dublin because you were performing in Dublin.
Yeah.
And you actually cancelled the flight to go back because you were so much in fear. Why? What happened?
It was, at the time, it just didn't seem worth it. I got so stressed out. I was an absolute wreck on the flight out, so I elected to take a ferry, an 8-hour ferry home as opposed to a 40-minute flight. Did
anyone help you on the flight? Because was it a little bit embarrassing as well?
I was, you know, a grown-up man crying my eyes out. Yeah, I had friends around me who I was working with, and they were great support, but didn't help.
And I've got to say as well, I mean, to sit there and think your sister was getting married in Mallorca, and to sit there and go, I can't go to my sister's wedding because I'm not going to be able to get there. It's going to take me days to get there if I go by boat. But I'm not going to be able to be at my own sister's wedding. That was the realisation moment for you that you thought, I need to do something about this. And this was 2 years ago now, wasn't it? Obviously, you met up with the Speakmans on this show. I've got to ask you, because I always ask it to all the people that work with the Speakmans, were you ever sceptical about maybe what they could have done for you?
Yeah, I was like... the moment I met them, I was like... You're not going to do it. I'm really sorry.
You two?
I've seen it been done, but no, you're not going to do it with me, sorry. Yeah, totally sceptical. Sorry, guys.
The funny thing, though, when we were at the airfield and we were talking about this and doing the link, and the plane was behind us, the pilot was trying to start the plane, and it wouldn't start, and he was turning it over. Do you remember?
Yeah, and I literally turned around to the guy on the camera and went, this isn't happening. I'm sorry.
I'm not doing
this.
I'm not doing it.
Really sorry.
But luckily enough, obviously, you two work your magic, and it's worked. You managed to go to your sister's wedding. I know the family were absolutely thrilled. You couldn't believe it yourself. I remember watching it myself.
But it's not the only thing he's doing.
You've been about.
Yeah, where have you been? You've actually flown all over the world, haven't you?
Yeah, I've toured in Germany now. I went to Vegas on holiday last year, which I never thought I'd be able to do comfortably.
It's actually changed your life, hasn't it?
Yeah, totally. And
And you've got a new job now. You're working on some of the cruise ships abroad as well, performing.
Yeah, so I'm part of a vocal group that flies out to cruise ships and flies back, which I would never have done if it wasn't for you two. Yeah.
Are you quite relaxed on the flight now? How do you feel when you're actually travelling now?
I'm starting to actually enjoy it. When I flew to Vegas, I was more excited about
you
films.
can't really get a longer flight.
No.
It's a really long flight to Vegas.
Yeah, I was like, right, OK, enjoy some films, have a drink because I want to, not because I have to get on the plane. So, yeah.
You're going to become a pilot next. That'll be the next thing. Start flying.
Don't start. Nick and Eva, I mean, the amount of people that we've had sat on this sofa whose lives you have changed, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. David, obviously, just being one of them.
Yeah.
With these fears that people have, and I know we're going to be doing a phone-in today as well for people at home's fears to speak to you, but if they're untreated, how much worse could it get for people?
Yeah, you tend to find that with a phobia, and you've probably found this yourself, that with any phobia, as time goes on, it does seem to get worse and worse and worse because you start to look out for it more, you start to get more triggers, and in the end, I mean, some phobias can be entirely debilitating, making people even housebound.
And quite often you don't realise how you adapt your life around those phobias.
Yeah.
I mean, you were refusing jobs, weren't you, because of your fear of flying?
Or I'd be, like, with the gig I'm doing now with the Fortunes, I just wouldn't have even gone for the audition or anything. I wouldn't have I'd be like, nah, it's all right, I'm all right with that.
Is this nature or nurture? I mean, is this something you're born with?
We don't believe so, no, because every single person that we've ever helped over the years, there is always, even the people that come to us and say, I have no idea how this started, every single one of them, we've actually found a route of what actually started it off. And then that's the great thing about phobias, that because you're actually not born with any phobias, you're born with two fears only, which is a fear of falling and a fear of loud noises. Anything else above and beyond that is actually learned through a life experience or copying behaviour. Now, with that, what's great is that knowing it's a learned behaviour, it means that everybody, regardless of how long you've had it, how severe it is, genuinely, might take a little bit of time with some, but absolutely you can.
What's amazing, Eva, is not only did you help him with that one fear, but it's helped you in other aspects of your life as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, just from the therapy that you gave me, like, it's kind of allowed me to look at fear in a different way.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of, in any aspect, whether it's going on stage or whatever, I can just sit back and go, right, why am I scared? right, and they can break it down, unravel the knot of fear, and yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to say to Nick and Eva?
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
We know this is the first time you've seen each other.
Yeah,
in 2
Yeah, it
years.
is. Yeah.
We're
do
going to
keep
leave
in
you to
touch,
have a
but
little
yeah, it's
catch up,
great.
have a little
Okay.
drink, maybe get a
Thank
flight,
you.
but you've got a phone in to do
We'll do
first.
that first. We'll do that
Just watch
first.
where you're going. Right, it's lovely to see you, Dan.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much.